Hey Marcus, you're going to be late again? I just finished work and I'm heading to the store. Should I make anything specific for dinner?
Hey, babe, you don't need to make anything for me. Working overtime again.
Again? That's the third time this week. Did something big come up at work?
Yeah, this project is killing me. The deadline got moved up.
That's happening a lot lately. Are you doing okay? You must be exhausted.
I'm fine physically, just a bit sleepy. Don't worry about me.
But I do worry. You barely ate breakfast this morning, and you've been skipping lunch too, haven't you?
Had a quick sandwich at my desk. Really, I'm managing.
You're not getting enough sleep. And you've been working weekends too. Don't push yourself too hard. How much longer is it going to be this busy?
Not sure yet. Sorry for leaving all the housework to you. Things are just hectic right now.
I noticed your coffee cup was still full this morning. Did you even have time to drink it?
Must have forgotten. Meetings all morning.
You're busier than me right now. Don't worry about that. But it is kind of lonely that we can't even relax on weekends. We haven't gone anywhere in ages.
I know. I've been meaning to make it up to you.
Remember that little cafe we used to go to on Sundays? The one with the amazing French toast?
Yeah, the one near the park. Been a while since we've been there.
3 months, actually. Not that I'm counting.
Sorry about that. I promise I'll take this weekend off. We can go there if you want.
Really? You mean it? No last-minute work emergency?
I'll make it happen. Promise.
Okay, you definitely need some rest. Maybe we can just have a quiet day at home. I don't want you pushing yourself if you're tired.
I could use a break. Maybe I'll cook for once.
Really? You sure? I was planning to do it. Last time you cooked, you nearly burned the kitchen down.
That was one time. The recipe said high heat. I've learned since then.
Have you, though? Remember the pasta incident last month?
That wasn't my fault. Who knew pasta could stick like that?
Everyone, Marcus. Everyone knows that. But I appreciate the offer.
I can't keep letting you do everything. You work too. You must be tired. Let me handle at least one weekend day. I've been watching cooking videos.
Cooking videos? During your breaks?
Yeah, trying to learn something useful. Want to impress my wife a bit.
That's sweet. But maybe start with something simple, like breakfast?
You don't trust my culinary skills?
Let's just say I want our kitchen to survive, lol. But I'd love to see you try.
Challenge accepted. I'll make breakfast and dinner.
Wow, getting ambitious. Should I have the fire extinguisher ready?
Very funny. Just for that, I'm making something complicated.
As long as it's edible. Thanks. I'll take you up on that offer for one of the days. It'll be nice to sleep in for once.
You deserve a break too. Been carrying more than your share lately.
It's fine. We're a team, right? When one person is busy, the other picks up the slack.
Still, I appreciate it. More than I show sometimes.
I know you do. Just wish we had more time together, like we used to.
Things'll calm down soon, then we can get back to normal.
Normal sounds nice. Oh, speaking of normal, so there's something else I wanted to talk about. I've been thinking about switching to working from home.
Why? Everything okay at your office?
Yeah, everything's fine there. Just been thinking about our future. The pay would be a bit less, but I could manage the house better, and it would work better for when we start a family. We barely see each other with both of us working full-time, and I've been thinking it might be time to start trying for kids.
Kids? That's sudden.
Not really. We've talked about it before. Remember? Last year during New Year's?
I see. That was different, though. We were just dreaming then.
And now I'm thinking practically about how we could make it work. What do you think? I'd still make more than half what I'm making now, so it wouldn't impact our finances too much.
Can we put that on hold for a minute? No, I mean, it's not a bad idea for the future, but I need to ask you to wait. Actually, I've been wanting to talk to you about sending money to Mom.
Money to your mom? Did something happen? Is she okay?
You know she runs that small B&B, right? Well, with everything going on lately, business isn't good. I want to help her out.
That's weird. When I talked to her recently, she said they were managing okay. She seemed pretty positive about the summer bookings.
She's putting on a brave face. She doesn't want us to worry. You know how she is.
I guess. But she usually tells me when things are tough. We had that long chat just last week.
She probably didn't want to burden you. She tells me different things, as her son, you know?
Oh, okay. I understand about helping with money. I want to help your mom too. So, how much are we talking about? A few hundred a month?
Probably need at least $2,000 monthly.
What? $2,000 monthly? That's so much. Are you sure that's what she needs?
That's how bad things are. She's got a couple employees, and most of the revenue goes to paying them, plus utilities, maintenance.
But $2,000 is like half our monthly income. That's really pushing it. We'd have to cut back on everything.
I'll cut back on my spending, too. It'll just be temporary, just until business picks up again.
Well, we could technically manage, but our standard of living would drop a lot. We'd hardly be able to eat out. You understand that, right? And what about the family plans we were just discussing?
Yeah, I get it. If it was permanent, I'd be worried, but a few months should be fine. Family plans can wait a bit.
I guess, but it feels like everything is always waiting lately.
She helped pay for our wedding, too. I want to pay her back. Remember how much she contributed?
Of course I remember. Your mom has always been so generous. That's why this is surprising. She never mentioned needing help.
We don't have much choice. She's getting older, so there are more expenses. Let's start with $2,500 monthly, then we can reduce it if things improve.
$2,500? That's even more than you just said. How did we jump from $2,000 to $2,500?
After calculating everything, it's better to give a bit more. Make sure she's comfortable.
All right. But make sure you tell your mom we can't keep up this amount long term. And maybe we should visit soon? See how she's doing?
No need for that. I mean, she's really busy right now. Maybe in a few months.
If you're sure. I just worry about her.
Of course! Sarah, I'm sorry. I know you were planning for the future. This isn't how I wanted things to go either.
It can't be helped. We help each other in tough times. I just hope the business picks up soon. Family takes care of family, right?
Yeah, once we don't need to send money anymore, we can revisit the work-from-home idea. Just bear with me for a while. You're amazing, you know that?
Just doing what needs to be done. But I'll hold you to that promise about the weekend. Even if we just stay home.
Definitely. Time for me to get back to work. These reports won't finish themselves.
Okay, don't stay too late. There's leftover curry in the fridge if you get hungry.
Thanks, babe. You're the best.
Try to get some rest tonight. Love you.
Love you too.
Marcus, are you back at the hotel? It's getting pretty late there.
Just finished dinner with the clients. Heading back to the hotel now. The meeting ran longer than expected.
Did you at least get to eat properly this time? Not just convenience store food?
Had a proper dinner. The company's paying.
That's good to hear. How's the weather there?
The downtown area here's beautiful. I keep thinking how much you'd love it. Lots of little shops and cafes.
Sounds nice. Maybe we could visit together sometime, once things settle down with your mom's situation.
Yeah, maybe. That would be nice.
Speaking of money... By the way, I need to talk to you about something. I checked the credit card statement that came in. What's going on? You're spending way too much while we're supposed to be helping your mom. This is way over your usual allowance.
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
What's fine about it? These charges are huge. There's one for $500 at a restaurant. Were the clients there?
I'm using my pre-marriage savings to cover it, so it doesn't affect our household budget. No need to stress.
Wait, you had savings from before marriage? This is the first I'm hearing about this. Why didn't you mention this before?
Well, I never mentioned it. I heard that money from before marriage isn't considered shared money. It's not a big deal.
That's true, but still, you should try to avoid using savings if possible. We're already stretched thin with helping your mom. Savings should be for emergencies.
It wasn't that much anyway. Besides, this counts as an emergency, right? My allowance got cut because of the money we're sending. A man needs some spending money.
Maybe, but these amounts seem excessive, especially when we're supposedly helping your mom.
Look, it's my money, so no complaints. You must have savings too. Use them if you want. Why are you monitoring my spending anyway?
Because I care about our future? Because we're married? Because we just cut our budget by $2,500 a month?
You're being controlling. I work hard for my money.
I do, but I'm not touching them. Sure, things are tight, but we just need to get through a few months. That's what you said, remember?
Well, aren't you virtuous? Saint Sarah, never spending a penny.
That's not fair. I'm just trying to be responsible. Is your mom still needing the same amount of support? Could we maybe reduce it a bit?
She's still barely making ends meet. Every dollar helps.
Maybe we should all sit down and talk about this properly. Have a family meeting. Figure out a long-term plan.
Mom's trying her best right now. Just give it a little more time. She doesn't need the stress of a meeting.
But we can't keep this up forever. Our savings are starting to dwindle.
Just a few more months, please. Trust me on this.
A few more months? That's what you said 2 months ago. Something feels off about all this.
Hey, if the household budget is too tight, what about using our joint savings? We could use that for Mom, just temporarily.
Absolutely not. That's for real emergencies. We agreed on that when we set up the account.
This is real. Family is real. What could be more important?
We're managing, even if it's tight. I want to save that money for if one of us gets sick or injured or really can't work. That's what emergency funds are for.
I thought it was a good idea. Whatever, I'll leave the money stuff to you. I'm not good at it anyway. You love being in control.
This isn't about control. It's about our future. And what's with that attitude?
What attitude? I'm letting you handle it, aren't I?
Just try not to spend too much, even from your own savings. You never know when you might really need it. Please try to stay within your allowance. We agreed on these budgets together.
Fine, I'll be careful. Happy now?
Don't be like that. I'm just trying to look out for us.
Whatever. Look, I need to go. Early meeting tomorrow.
Wait, can we talk about this properly? Something feels wrong lately.
Nothing's wrong. You're overthinking things, as usual.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Just tired. I need sleep.
Okay, have a safe trip back. I'm going to get ready for bed. But we need to talk when you get home.
Okay, good night. Don't worry too much about money. We'll figure it out. We always do.
If you say so. Good night.
Sarah, I sent Mom's money this month. She says it hasn't come through. Did something go wrong with the transfer?
Of course it hasn't. I didn't send it, and we both know why.
What? Why not? Mom needs that money.
I was going to talk to you when you got home, but I want a divorce. That's why I stopped the payments. I know everything, Marcus.
What are you talking about? This makes no sense. You're not thinking straight.
What doesn't make sense is being made to send money for months while you're out there spending like crazy. I'm done. I'm done being lied to.
Mom isn't spending carelessly. Stop making accusations. She needs our help.
I'm not talking about your mom. I'm talking about you. Your lies. Your secret spending.
What do you mean? What lies?
I'm not sending any more money because your mom isn't in need. She never was she?
You're gonna abandon Mom when she needs help? After everything she's done for us? How could you?
Your mom doesn't need help because she was never getting the money. Stop pretending. It's over.
This is ridiculous. If you don't want to pay alimony, fine. I won't ask for any. Just keep helping Mom.
Oh, that's okay. I already got the settlement from your mom. She paid it up front. Said her son should be ashamed and he'd get it back from you later. She wanted me to get out as soon as possible. Funny how that worked out, isn't it?
You talked to Mom? When? How?
When I finally decided to check on her myself, instead of believing your lies. Want to keep pretending? Or should we talk about where that money really went?
Sarah, wait! We can explain everything!
We or you? Because your mom had quite a lot to say. None of it good. I've been talking about expenses a lot lately. The thing is, I contacted your mom a few months ago. I wanted to know how the B&B was doing. Thought maybe I could help with marketing or something.
Why would you contact her behind my back? You should have asked me first.
Why? Because you didn't want me to find out? Because every time I asked you, all you'd say was that things were still tough. Plus, I wanted to see if there was any other way I could help. I care about your mom, you know that. Or at least I did, before I found out what you've been doing.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense!
Imagine my surprise when she said she never received any money and the B&B was doing great, actually breaking records this year. Where did over $10,000 disappear to? Care to explain?
Mom must be confused. Let me handle this. I'll figure out what's going wrong with the transfers. Maybe they're going to the wrong account.
Wrong account? Like the account at that gentleman's club? The one you've been frequenting?
I'll figure out what's going on and get back to you. There must be some mistake.
Stop looking for excuses. I know everything. Every transaction, every visit, every lie.
What do you mean? You're just making accusations.
I know you've been using the support money to spend at that gentleman's club, paying for that hostess, the one with the butterfly tattoo. Ring any bells?
How do you know about that? Have you been following me?
I told you, I investigated everything. Had to after I talked to your mom. The pieces weren't adding up.
You had me investigated? That's an invasion of privacy!
Pretending to send money to your mom while actually spending it at clubs. And those business trips? Going on vacation with her? Some nerve you've got. Talking about invasion of privacy while you stole our savings.
Those trips were for work! You're twisting everything!
Really? Work? Is that what you call taking her to the beach resort? The one you promised to take me to someday? And I noticed you've been taking money from our joint savings too, making huge withdrawals once you realized I wouldn't touch it. You need to pay that back. I don't want it affecting the divorce settlement. Your mom agrees.
You told Mom about all this? How could you?
How could I? How could you? Using your mother as an excuse to steal money?
Do I have to pay it back? The savings account was joint. I had a right to that money.
Obviously, if the withdrawals come up during the divorce, you'll have to pay anyway. So, when you get home, you're signing those divorce papers. Everything's ready to go. Your mom's lawyer helped prepare them.
Wait! Sarah! I don't want a divorce! This is too sudden! We can work this out!
A minute ago, you were fine with it, saying you wouldn't ask for alimony. I thought you were ready to end things. Or was that just another bluff? You were happy to spend money on that club girl, though.
That's different! I really don't want to lose you! We've been through so much together!
Didn't you tell her you might leave your wife? I heard that in one of the recorded conversations. My wife doesn't understand me. Sound familiar?
You recorded conversations too? That's illegal!
I told you I investigated everything. You're really slow to catch on. We hired professionals to gather all the evidence. So please, stop making up excuses. Everything was done legally, unlike your financial fraud.
I can't deal with this! You've turned my own mother against me!
That's my line. And no, you turned your mother against you. All by yourself, with every lie you told.
I never really meant to leave you. Sometimes I just get carried away in the moment. You might not believe me, but please try to understand. The attention was nice.
This isn't about believing or not believing. The facts are, you lied about sending money to your mom, used it for entertainment, took money from our joint savings, spent it on a hostess, and even went on trips with her. That's more than enough reason for divorce. The lies hurt more than the cheating.
We've been married for years. Sometimes guys just get a little wild. It didn't mean anything.
I never did. Never even thought about it. Because I respected our marriage.
That's because you're a woman. You don't understand male needs.
It's not about gender. It's about personal integrity. Men and women both cheat and have affairs. In your case, well, it seems like you weren't even very successful at it. She was just after your money. Our money, actually.
No, the girl was really into me. She kept asking me to spend time with her. I couldn't say no. She understood me.
Let's just leave it at that. Whatever the reason, I'm definitely getting divorced. So please pay back your mom for the settlement she advanced and return the money you took from our savings. Don't make this harder than it needs to be.
But, Sarah, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I promise I'll never do it again. I won't go to the club anymore. We can start fresh.
You're just saying that because you don't want to pay. Or maybe you don't want people knowing you got divorced because of your affair. Which excuse is it this time?
Neither! I really mean it this time. I'll change.
Like you meant it when you said you'd cook that weekend? Or when you said you'd take time off? Or when you said the money was for your mother?
That's not true. I really don't want to lose you. Give me another chance.
Another chance to lie? To steal? To pretend you're working late while you're at the club?
I know I messed up, but 12 years of marriage has to mean something.
It meant something to me. I was just your convenient ATM, wasn't I? I didn't spend much, kept saving money. Very different from the girl you were spending on. Sorry I wasn't more exciting. Sorry I was just the boring wife who paid the bills.
You're not boring. You're dependable, reliable.
Those aren't compliments, Marcus. They're excuses.
I took you for granted. I thought you'd always be okay. I'm sorry, really sorry. We can go to counseling.
Now you want counseling? After I caught you? Funny how that works.
I mean it this time. I'll do anything.
You weren't taking me for granted. You were looking down on me. I don't want to be with someone like that anymore. Someone who thinks I'm just the reliable wife at home.
That's not what I think. You're my everything.
Everything except enough. Everything except worth being faithful to. Everything except worth being honest with.
I can't live without you. Please don't do this.
You managed fine these past few months, living it up. What you really can't live without is the money. I won't be fooled again. You're just scared because your mom's making you pay her back.
It's not about the money. I love you.
Love? Love doesn't lie. Love doesn't steal. Love doesn't use their mother as an excuse to fund their affair.
What should I do? Tell me how to fix this. I'll do anything.
Well, in your words, you'll figure it out. Just like you figured out how to empty our savings. Just like you figured out how to lie to me for months.
Give me time. Let me prove myself.
I gave you time. I gave you trust. I gave you the benefit of the doubt. What did you do with it all?
This isn't fair. You're not even giving me a chance to explain.
Explain what? The fake business trips? The lies about your mother? The money you stole? Go ahead, explain.
I was weak. I made mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes.
Mistakes? A mistake is forgetting to buy milk. A mistake is burning dinner. What you did was deliberate, calculated, planned.
I'll get help. See a therapist, whatever you want.
What I want? I wanted honesty. I wanted trust. I wanted a partner, not someone who saw me as a bank account.
You're being harsh. I never saw you that way.
Then why did you do it? Why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you use your mother as an excuse?
I don't know. It just happened.
Things don't just happen for months on end. You made choices. Now live with them.
What about all our plans? The future we talked about?
You killed those plans yourself. Every time you lied, every time you stole, every time you chose her over me.
She meant nothing. It was just entertainment.
That makes it worse. You threw away our marriage for nothing. You threw away our trust for entertainment. You threw away our future for a fantasy.
I'll end it with her right now. I'll call her and end it.
Don't bother. Your mom says she already left you. Something about you not having money anymore. Funny how that works out.
Mom told you that too?
Mom tells me everything now. She's more my family than yours at this point. At least I never lied to her, never used her, never stole from her.
This isn't happening! This can't be happening!
It is, and it's all your doing. The papers will be ready tomorrow. Sign them, then figure out how you're going to pay your mom back.
Can we talk about this in person, please?
No, I've moved out. Mom helped me find a place. Everything will go through the lawyers now.
You've already moved out? When?
While you were on your last business trip with her. Goodbye, Marcus. Don't contact me again, except through the lawyers. After this confrontation, Linda flew in to help with the divorce proceedings. As a single mother who had divorced due to her ex-husband's infidelity, she was furious about Marcus following in his father's footsteps. She convinced Marcus to agree to the divorce terms, which included a substantial settlement that he now has to repay to her. Linda made it clear that if he misses even one payment, she'll cut him out of his inheritance. What Marcus doesn't know is that Linda has already decided to donate her estate to charity. He'll face another disappointment when he discovers this later. The money Marcus took from their joint savings was deducted from his share of the divided assets, leaving him with nothing, according to Linda. Once Marcus could no longer spend money at the club, the hostess stopped paying attention to him, and now he's struggling with daily expenses due to repaying his debt to his mother. Well, some might debate whether his relationship with the hostess constituted a traditional affair. The deception about money and betrayal of trust were unforgivable to Sarah. She couldn't accept that her hard-earned money was being spent on his indulgences. Though it was a difficult period, Linda's support helped Sarah get through it. After everything was settled, Sarah visited Linda's B&B, and they celebrated her new single life together. Linda apologized repeatedly for her son's behavior, but to Sarah, she remains a trusted friend and mentor. While their relationship has changed, Sarah hopes to maintain their friendship as equals moving forward. Linda assured Sarah that someone better would come along eventually. Though Sarah isn't ready to think about dating yet, she's hopeful about starting this new chapter in her life. Tom, you're still not home. Are you working overtime?
Oh, I'm going out drinking today.
I've been trying to reach you for hours. Did you just decide this?
Just got invited after the meeting.
You didn't answer any of my messages earlier.
I was in meetings all day.
At least let me know beforehand. I always tell you to give me a heads up about these things.
Why are you getting so worked up? It's just drinks.
Because this is the third time this week you've done this.
But the team needs me there.
Do they really? Every night?
I can't help it. Besides, I was too busy and forgot to tell you. Unlike you, I'm actually popular around here.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone wants to drink with me. I can't say no to that.
And I can't even get a single text from you?
You're being dramatic again.
Popular or not, a simple message takes just 10 seconds to send.
You're always making such a big deal out of nothing.
Is it nothing to you? I waited for an hour.
You could have just eaten without me.
I could have, if you told me you weren't coming.
You don't need my permission to eat.
That's not the point.
What's the big fuss about this?
Anyway, I made dinner for 2, but I guess you won't be needing it.
I'll eat it for breakfast, so save it for tomorrow.
No, I'll just eat both portions tonight.
Now you're just being petty.
No, I'm being practical.
You're trying to make me feel guilty.
Practical. You don't need my help for that.
Fine, then there's no need to make such a big deal about it.
I rush home every day after work to make dinner.
Please, not this again.
Yes, this again, because it keeps happening over and over.
You act like you're the only one working hard.
I never said that.
But you're implying it.
No, I'm saying I make an effort to be home.
So what? Cooking is your job.
Excuse me? Since when is it only my job?
Since we got married, that's what wives do.
We agreed to share responsibilities when we got married. Couldn't you be a little more considerate of me?
What's there to be considerate about? Your home anyway. Don't blame me for having a social life.
I'm home because I make it a point to come straight back.
Seriously, Sarah, you've gotten so naggy since we got married. You used to be sweet, always wanting to cook delicious meals for me. Just 1 year in and you've turned into such a bitter woman.
Maybe I wouldn't be bitter if you showed any appreciation. You just take everything for granted.
Here we go again with the complaint.
That's because you never help with any housework. Who do you think keeps the house clean, buys supplies, does laundry, and even cooks for you?
I'm working hard at my job.
What do you think I do all day? I'm working hard too. You have no idea what my job entails, do you?
Not as hard as me, you just don't get it.
What don't I get?
You sit in your comfortable office all day.
While you do what exactly?
I'm a star salesman. I'm not just staring at a computer all day like you.
My work involves more than just staring at a computer.
When I walk by, that's all I see. That's enough to know what you do.
No, it really isn't.
I see enough.
We work at the same company, but you don't understand what I do at all.
Marketing is marketing. What else is there to understand?
There's a lot more to it than you think.
Like what? Making pretty presentations?
Strategy, research, data analysis.
That just sounds boring.
It's essential for the company. You just don't understand.
Are you mocking me? Of course I understand. Who do you think I am? I'm Tommy, the sales superstar everyone looks up to.
Huh? Tommy? What's that?
My nickname. Everyone uses it.
Since when?
Since I became top seller. That's what the new female employees call me. I'm different from other guys. The young ladies even gave me a nickname and squeal with excitement.
This is just ridiculous.
What did you say?
I said that's ridiculous. Never heard anyone call you that.
That's because you're not in sales. The new girls in our department do.
Which new girls?
All of them. I'm pretty popular among the new hires.
Name one.
You're just jealous because you're not as popular.
I don't need that kind of popularity to do work. Anyway, stop belittling my work.
I'm just stating facts. A department that just collects data might as well not be working at all.
We analyze market trends.
Whatever. Numbers are numbers.
Those numbers guide the whole company's strategy.
Sales make the real decision.
Without our data, you wouldn't know where to sell.
Decisions. I don't need data. I know my clients.
We're not just collecting data, we're doing marketing, and I'm proud of my job, so show some respect. Anyway, what time are you coming home tonight?
When I feel like it.
That's not an answer.
What do you want me to say?
Sir, an exact time would be nice.
I'll come back when I get bored.
When you get bored, who are you drinking with?
The new graduate.
What? With the new hires again? Didn't you just drink with them recently? 3 times this week is excessive.
They need guidance from their senior. I can't help it. They say they want to hear what I have to say.
Did they actually ask you?
Of course they did.
Is that so? And do you have to tell them at night? Over drinks? But didn't the company recently send out a notice? Many new employees quit early, so we should refrain from drinking parties until trust is established.
Yeah, but that doesn't apply to me.
The notice was for everyone.
That's different for someone like me who's so admired. People who get it understand that I'm good at my job.
Right, whatever. Just don't drink too much, okay?
I know my limits.
Do you? Remember last Tuesday?
What about Tuesday?
You could barely walk.
Stop nagging. I can handle myself.
Last time you came home at 3 a.m.
So what? I made it home.
You barely did.
Anyway, that's none of your business. Make sure the bath is ready when I come home. Also, make sure to buy my favorite bath salts, because they're running out. You're free anyway after eating dinner, so go buy some. It's your fault for not stocking up before they ran out.
Does it have to be today? I can go tomorrow after work.
Now get 'em tonight. I want 'em ready when I get home.
But it's already late at night. The stores are closed.
The convenience store's open. You can buy 'em there.
Fine, I'll go buy them.
Don't forget to get the lavender ones.
I know which ones.
Make sure they're the right brand.
Don't worry, I always get the right ones.
You should be more organized about these things.
I manage everything else just fine.
The shampoo ran out last week, too.
Because you use too much.
You should check supplies daily.
I'm not your maid.
Seriously, how many times do I have to tell you, Sarah? Women really do get less thoughtful after marriage. I should warn the new hires about that, too. Tell them they need to train their wives properly.
Train their wives?
You know what I mean.
Wives? No, explain it to me.
Make them understand their place.
And what place is that?
Never mind, you're in a mood.
Tom, if you're home, could you at least start the laundry?
I'll be late again today.
Huh? I just talked to your supervisor, and he said you left early.
Why are you talking to my supervisor?
We had a meeting about the cross-department project.
Supervisor? What project?
The one I told you about last week.
You never mentioned it.
I did, multiple times.
Sarah, are you still at the office?
Yes, I mentioned I had late meetings. I told you I'd be working late for a while.
Don't remember hearing that.
I've mentioned it every day this week.
Maybe you mumbled it.
I sent you messages about it.
You should write these things down for me.
I did, in our shared calendar.
You know I don't check that.
I told you several times, so why are you going to be late?
Meeting with some people.
Who?
The juniors invited me out again, so I'll be back taking the last train, maybe even later.
Which juniors?
Does it matter?
It matters when you're lying about working late.
I'm not lying. This is work, too.
Drinking isn't work.
You don't understand networking.
We have work tomorrow, you know. You should wrap it up early.
These things are important.
More important than actual work?
You don't understand workplace relationship.
I understand them just fine.
You clearly don't.
Then enlighten me.
You've never been popular at work.
Explain it to me then.
I want to go home early, but everyone around me just won't let me. But when the juniors insist, I can't just leave, right? This year's new hires have really taken a liking to me. Things can't start without Tommy around, you know.
What? They can't start without you?
That's right.
Whatever. Anyway, just don't drink too much.
This is where you're supposed to say, "That's amazing," or "You're so respected."
Right, sorry. I'm multitasking with work while texting this.
Work is more important than me?
I have deadlines.
You never appreciate my achievements.
What achievements exactly?
My popularity with the new hires.
There you go again. Can we talk about this later? I'm just busy right now.
You're always busy when I want to talk.
Because I'm actually working.
Sarah, you really don't understand men's feelings. You should learn from Katie.
Huh? Who's Katie?
One of our new hires. She's efficient, hardworking, and really thoughtful.
I've never heard you mention her before.
She just started last month. She always brings coffee to meetings.
I see. Katie, huh?
She actually listens when I talk.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just saying, she's more attentive than you. She's interested in what I do.
And I'm not?
When was the last time you asked about my day?
I ask every day.
Not the same way.
Then in what way should I ask? What makes you satisfied?
Hey, don't get jealous and mean to her just because I like her.
Why would I? I haven't even met her. We're in different departments, and I didn't even know about her until now. I probably won't have anything to do with her anyway.
You better not cause problems.
What problems could I possibly cause? I have no reason to.
You never know. You were always the unpredictable one among our peers. You might call her to the women's bathroom to say something nasty.
What are you saying? Is that how bad you think I am?
You just never got along with other women at your workplace, so you should be more careful of your behavior and actions. I used to think you were straightforward, but you've gotten so nitpicky since marriage, and you're clingy now.
Asking about your whereabouts isn't being clingy.
See what I mean? Always defensive.
Because you're always offensive. Checking on your spouse is normal, especially when you're acting this strange. Maybe you should think about who's making me this way.
There you go again, blaming me. Anyway, if you're working late, that's fine. I'll probably be back later than you, so just make sure to clean the bath. I made a mistake marrying you.
Huh? Where did that come from?
Just thinking about things.
During work hours?
Word around the office is that you're incompetent.
What? Incompetent?
Everyone's talking about it.
Who is everyone?
I overheard the new hires talking about it during lunch. I tried to defend you, but seriously, don't embarrass me. You should be grateful I stood up for you.
What about you? Are you sure you're doing okay at work?
What's that supposed to mean?
Just wondering if you've checked the department ratings.
What about them?
Have you seen yours?
Everyone looks up to me, I'm good at my job, and they say they admire me. That's why they keep inviting me out.
Is that what you really think?
Of course it is.
Interesting. Because the rumors about incompetence are actually about you.
What? No way, that's impossible. Who do you think I am?
Oh, the story about new hires squealing Tommy?
Yeah, that's right.
When exactly do they squeal this? The story about sales department girls fawning over you.
Yeah, you get it now.
No one's fawning over you, Tom.
You're just jealous of my popularity.
There's something you should know. You're the only one who thinks that. I just got called in by the supervisors about you.
What?
They're concerned.
About what?
They wanted to know if everything was okay at home.
Why would they ask that?
Your behavior has been erratic.
What behavior?
The inappropriate comments. They say you're slacking off at work. Apparently, you're making unacceptable mistakes that could harm the company. It's becoming quite the talk.
That's impossible!
It's been going on for months. They say that you can't seem to file basic reports and submitted the wrong sales figures 3 times last week.
Impossible! That was a simple mistake. Anyone could make it.
3 times in a row?
The forms are confusing.
And you lost one of the biggest accounts last week.
That wasn't my fault.
How was it not your fault?
They had unreasonable demands.
They asked for basic documentation.
Their timeline was impossible.
They say this has been going on for a while, but it's gotten worse this year. Everyone's tired of covering for you. Plus, there are complaints from the new hires.
No way! What complaints? We drink together several times a week.
That's exactly the problem. Don't you understand? The new hires don't want to drink with you. They wanted to discuss work with their peers, but you keep forcing yourself into their gatherings.
I'm mentoring them. They keep asking for my help.
They're afraid to say no to you.
That's not true.
They didn't ask for your mentoring.
They appreciate my experience.
They're trying to avoid you.
No way, that can't be true.
Katie, your favorite, isn't here today, is she?
Yeah, she said she wasn't feeling well lately.
Well, that's because of you. Didn't you notice this?
How is it my fault? I didn't do anything to her.
Are you serious? You went all the way to Katie's house, didn't you? Asking to talk at her place, claiming it was about work?
I did have work to discuss. That's normal.
At 11 p.m. at night?
We had a deadline.
The deadline was next week. It wasn't urgent. You had plenty of time.
She needed guidance from me.
She needed you to leave her alone. It's not normal to do it outside work hours. Anyway, let's go to the conference room. I'm tired of explaining all of this through texting. We need to have a serious talk about how inconsiderate and troublesome you've been.
You're just overreacting. I've done nothing wrong.
But the supervisors don't think so.
What did they tell you exactly?
Just come to the conference room, now.
Sarah, when are you coming home today? You used to love casserole. Should I make some for dinner?
No thanks.
Hey, I'm trying here.
It's too late for that. By the way, about your punishment at work. Unfortunately, it's definitely going to be a demotion. Your suspension should be over soon, though.
What? Demotion? Where to?
The factory in another state.
To? No way. They can't do that to me.
They already are.
But I'm top salesman.
No, you're not. You should be grateful you weren't actually fired after all you have done.
What? This can't be true.
HR already processed it.
This is ridiculous. Why am I being demoted? What did I do wrong to deserve this?
You know exactly why. Because you harassed the new employees. Some were even thinking of quitting because of you.
But I was just being friendly.
Harassment isn't friendly.
I never harassed anyone. They're just over...
Well, the company doesn't think so. 3 complaints in 1 month is definitely not oversensitive. You know what they are.
Just oversensitive. What complaints? I didn't say anything wrong. I was just trying to help them, spending time with them for their sake.
You can still say that after being warned by the supervisors? I'm honestly shocked.
They're blowing everything out of proportion.
Multiple complaints isn't out of proportion. The company doesn't think so.
Sarah, you're pretty close with all the supervisors, right? Can't you do something to stop this from happening, please?
No.
Just talk to them. Put in a good word for me.
Impossible. You've been ignoring warnings from supervisors about your work and how you interact with people, doing whatever you want.
Then I could change departments instead.
Sorry, but that's not an option anymore.
Why not?
It's too late for that.
But there must be something.
No, the decision is final.
But you'll also be in trouble if I get demoted. We'll have to live separately. Or are you going to quit your job and come with me?
About that, Tom. I've decided to divorce you, so no need to worry. Your demotion doesn't affect me at all.
Divorce? You're planning to divorce me?
Yes, and the divorce papers are ready.
You can't do this to me!
I already am. I've already started the paperwork.
Without even telling me?
Yes, and your behavior is just too much for me. Even though it's only been a year and a bit, I can't forgive what you've done.
What exactly have I done that's terrible enough to divorce me?
You still don't get it? Should I make a list for you?
Yes, please tell me.
Where should I start from? The harassment? The lying? The verbal abuse?
What? I never abused you.
Abuse? You've forgotten? Every day you mock my work.
Sarah, calm down. Divorce isn't something you decide lightly.
Of course, I know that.
Then why are you rushing into this divorce?
I've actually been thinking about this for months.
Months? Why didn't you say anything to me before?
I've been telling you, but you would just never listen. I've been thinking about it ever since you started becoming tyrannical.
Tyrannical? I've been nothing but good to you. Listen, I won't agree to a divorce. Marriage isn't just about a piece of paper. Didn't you marry me with the intention of staying together forever? Hey, answer me! I'm talking about something important here! Sarah, don't ignore me! Right now, thinking of my goddess Sarah, I'm forcing my reluctant hands to pack. As I reflect on our happy days, time seems to sink into the sea of forgetfulness. When I come to my senses, I realize how late it's gotten.
Hey, you're being creepy. How late it's gotten? Are you an idiot?
I'm trying to be poetic.
You sound so desperate.
I want you to understand my feelings.
Just stop it.
Sarah, my goddess Sarah, you know that I'm actually moving this week.
Yes, to your demotion post. But before that, could you please sign the divorce papers? How long are you going to drag this out? I'm definitely getting divorced. I'm not changing my mind.
But I don't want to. You must be lonely too, Sarah. If you listen to your heart's true voice, you'll find your real self.
My real self wants a divorce.
No, you're just confused about this.
No, I'm very clear about what I want.
Hey, I'm leaving really soon. We won't be living together anymore. Are you really okay with that?
Yes, I'm more than okay with it.
But you'll be alone. You'll need me.
Much better than being with you.
You'll miss me.
I really won't.
You'll regret this.
The only thing I regret is marrying you.
You don't mean that.
I do mean it.
After everything we've been through.
Please, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Just sign the divorce papers already.
Give me another chance.
No.
Look, this whole thing was just a tiny misunderstanding on my part. Is a divorce a bit extreme?
A tiny misunderstanding? You harassed multiple employees.
I was just being friendly.
Being friendly doesn't make people cry.
Who cried?
The employees who filed the complaints.
They're exaggerating.
And this isn't just about differing perspectives. You've been terrible since we got married, treating me like a maid, verbal abuse, mockery, never helping with housework.
I can change, won't that work?
Rejected. Besides, you were also after Katie, weren't you?
You've got it all wrong. That's also a misunderstanding. You've got it all wrong. I had no romantic feelings. Katie was like a sister to me. I just wanted to help her fit in at the company.
A sister you tried to sleep over with?
What? That's not true. And I never said anything inappropriate to her.
I actually saw the messages you sent her.
What messages?
The ones HR has copies of. You clearly had ulterior motives, saying things like, I missed the last train, can Tommy stay at your place? Like hell she's your sister. It's so disgusting. No wonder she wanted to quit after being harassed by her senior like that.
But she never complained to me!
Of course she didn't. She was too scared.
Scared of what?
Scared of you.
That's ridiculous.
And scared of losing her job.
I would never threaten her job. I never made any moves. If anything, she should have been happy to get that kind of attention from a popular senior like me.
What? After going through all of this, you still think you're popular?
Yes, of course. Everyone likes me.
Oh, right. Speaking of that, since you seem to be misunderstanding something, let me make it clear.
What do you mean?
You said you were being fawned over, but they were all actually laughing at you.
What? That can't be true.
Every time you walked into the department saying, "Good morning, everyone," everyone was cringing and screaming in horror.
No, you're lying. That's not true.
Ask anyone. Everyone just pities you. The entire floor dreads seeing you come by. You'd make mistakes that even new hires wouldn't make, and whenever the boss said, "Tom again," everyone would laugh at you. They found it entertaining to watch you strut around thinking you were loved, so they'd go to your desk to see what mistake you'd make next.
No, that's not...
Want to know what they really call you?
They call me Tommy.
Behind your back? You told the new hires, "I have strong facial features, so I must have been Italian in my past life," and asked them to call you Tommy, spreading your own nickname. How embarrassing.
But everyone said Tommy was cool.
Don't you realize they were just mocking you? New hires can't tell their senior to his face that he's incredibly lame.
No!
Everyone was too polite to tell you.
They respect me.
No, they were avoiding you. Anyway, I'm definitely divorcing a creep like you.
What? A creep?
You even sent body photos to Katie.
That was because I've been working out lately and wanted someone to see my body.
That makes it even worse. Don't you understand? That's exactly what makes you a creep. I definitely don't want anything to do with you anymore. If you won't agree to the divorce while you're here, I'll start divorce mediation.
Fine, I'll delete the photos immediately.
But Katie already reported them to HR.
They can't prove anything.
It's solid proof. She saved screenshot.
Wait, please. I don't want a divorce. I know I took advantage of you after marriage, and I regret that. But please understand, I really do care about you.
Those feelings never showed in our married life.
I can prove it to you. I'm sorry, this is all my fault. So please reconsider the divorce. I'll do housework from now on, and I'll do everything you've been doing. No, please let me do it, please.
So now you want to do housework?
Yes, I'll learn.
After all this time?
I mean it this time.
Like you meant it before we got married?
I can change.
You're so tiresome. Besides, didn't you say marrying me was a mistake?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I was just getting carried away.
Getting carried away seems to be your specialty.
I was frustrated.
Right, but I thought it was just the perfect timing. Perfect timing to end this marriage.
What do you mean?
A husband who brings shame to his wife? Absolutely no thanks. Because I also think marrying you was a big mistake. Goodbye. After that, my husband finally gave up and signed the divorce papers, agreeing to pay compensation. He also had to pay compensation to Katie for emotional distress. When the company investigated whether there had been similar cases in the past, they found that someone who quit last year had also received inappropriate invitations and persistent text messages from him, so he had to pay compensation to that person as well. It seems he had a pattern of targeting quiet female employees, hoping for a chance with them. Well, I'm appalled at my poor judgment. Perhaps it was fortunate that I could end it early. I'm completely put off by both dating and marriage now, so I'll focus on work for a while and heal my heart that was worn down by marriage to him.